Calorie calculators, they give you a numeric. It's like half the puzzle. It's like half the equation to fat loss. The application of habits, understanding of calories, and just applying the ability to get into a calorie deficit, that is where fat loss occurs. So a calorie calculator offers you a numeric, but human biology isn't that simple. You're probably thinking, what do I mean by that? It takes under a minute for you to calculate your daily calories for fat loss, so it doesn't know that much in detail about who you actually are. It takes into account your basic height, weight, activity levels. It's not a lot to go off, so it's definitely not personal, and that's the reason why the calorie amount that it gives you is a very rough ballpark estimate. Your own body is the best visual way of knowing if you're gaining fat or losing fat, not the numeric. Okay. The calorie calculator doesn't take into account a lot of factors that can impact your ability to actually be in a deficit of calories each and every day. I'll give you an example. Person A and person B, they both weigh 75 kilograms, so they've put that into the calorie calculator and got the same number. But person A's composition has a lot more lean muscle tissue. Person B just has more fat mass. Person A will use up a lot more energy and calories at rest because the lean muscle tissue will demand that, as opposed to person B, who won't use as much energy at rest. And basically, person A, their basal metabolic rate is slightly better at using up calories than person B, but they've got the same calorie amount. And calorie calculators don't take into account any metabolic conditions that might be present in women, like hypothyroidism, PCOS. These conditions have a big impact on your basal metabolic rate, so you're not quite as efficient at using calories at rest compared to someone who doesn't have a metabolic condition, but yet you're given the same number on a calorie calculator. So the calculator doesn't know this, and you've got to take your own personal biology into account. And that's so important to your own progress because it is personal to you and your body. Genetics and responses aren't either considered. If you reduce calories by a couple hundred, your body might increase hunger, or you may compensate by not moving subconsciously, so that you've sort of compensated for your reduction in calories by preserving your energy and moving less. If you reduce calories, you may move less and less to the point that you're no longer in a calorie deficit nor losing fat. If your body responds to reducing calories by protecting your energy stores and moving less, you're less likely to lose fat because you've literally reduced the deficit of your calories. And this can affect people who have stuck to their calorie intake but not lost fat, and they're confused as to why they've not lost fat. So you could be adherent to your calorie intake and not surpass your limit, but yet your expenditure variable could be letting you down, whether it be conscious, subconscious, and it really pays to get your non-activity exercise addressed and to just stay active and moving in all of the ways that you can in your lifestyle. It will only complement your ability to actually manage a calorie deficit. So the numeric is always going to be a ballpark estimate. Your body does not lie. It will tell you and it will show you if you are losing fat. Everything you do is very personal to you with your fitness results, so take your approach very personal.